I love bread. I love the smell and the taste as it comes warm out of the oven. Welcome back. This is Jackie in Africa. And today we're looking at what Jesus taught about the bread of life in John 6. Large crowds are following Jesus because of his signs, his miracles, his healing of people. He and his disciples have crossed the lake and gone into a wilderness to be alone, but large crowds surround him. You can imagine, it's a warm spring day. People are sweating and hungry and pushing and shoving, and all around him, at least 5,000 men and probably more women and children. Jesus teaches them, but at the end of the day, he looks out in compassion and realizes they are far away from cities and they are hungry. Hey, I remember having 4 kids at the end of the day that were hungry. I said, forget the veggies. I got to get the main course in front of these hungry mouths. But look at what Jesus does. He is not stressed. He is not in a hurry. He takes time, it says, to test Philip, to ask a question, to make the most of this teaching moment. So he asks Philip, where are we going to find bread to feed all these people? What is Jesus doing? He wants Philip, Andrew, all the apostles to remember this day, to look to him when they have needs. So Andrew brings a small boy who has 2 fish and 5 small loaves. I love that picture. What do we have that God can use? When my husband was in medical school, one month our rent was due. The landlord was anxious to get his money and threatening to throw us out if we didn't pay on time. I was pregnant, stressed. I was praying and literally crying to the Lord. You promised to take care of us. You told us not to be anxious. What are we going to do? I had the thought, God is testing me. I owned half a canoe with a friend. I didn't need that canoe. God had provided. I called up my friend and sold it to him for the amount that we needed to pay our rent. This young boy had his own lunch. He had thought ahead. And he could have held on tight and said, no, this is mine. God, you provide some other way. But he generously gave it to Jesus, and Jesus multiplied it. You know, several times unexpected visitors have come to my door for a meal. My first reaction is panic. Will I have enough food for them? But somehow it always manages to feed everyone. My missionary friend here in Ethiopia tells me that she never hoards or rations her chocolate chips, even though in Africa you cannot buy them. She just generously gives them out to her friends, and every time God brings new bags of chocolate chips. So my RX for joy today, grab those teaching moments despite stress and distractions. Trust Jesus to provide just what you need.